Hello.
Hello.
Looks like we are live. Welcome, everyone. We are excited to have you here tonight, and we are just going to give a little bit of time for people who are joining our show to be able to get connected on YouTube, and we're eager to be able to share some great projects over the summer that we've had with students. So we're looking forward to sharing those with you.
Yeah, what is tonight? What are we calling it?
Tonight is the 3C Collective YouTube Live show. Yes. And we are Startsong Studio, which we love. Dave and Jen Hawley, we love working with students of all ages, some young, some old, just helping each person in their pursuit of music, what they want to do, and growing in their abilities.
Yeah, and I've already gotten a sneak preview of being able to see all these projects. Jen has too, and we're really, really impressed. Excited to
Yeah.
share with all
Oh
of
my
you.
gosh. Yeah. Our students, like sometimes looking at this like permanent YouTube video that somebody has created a video, it takes a lot of effort to get all the pieces together. And it's been really fun to watch the students work on this summer.
And not everyone knows yet that we're actually going to get to interview some of our students,
Which will
our
be
creators, our
very
creatives,
fun.
and
Yeah.
hear a little bit the story behind their creations and get to know them a little bit better.
Yeah. We want to encourage you if you are in a spot where you could be able to jump onto the chat. It says we're very glitchy. Hope, thank you for letting us know. We are on with a Wi-Fi connection, but I wonder if the glitchy is going to be fixed. Maybe we need to kind of see what's
Yeah,
going
if you guys could all,
on.
maybe if a couple of other you could chime in and let us know how your signal connection is, that'd be great.
Yes, please let us know how the connection is. Oh, it's better now. Oh, okay, great. So if you are coming and viewing with us live tonight, we would love to know where you're watching from. For example, Dave and I, we are not in Germantown, Maryland, like as we usually are. We're traveling this week to visit friends, Tom and Stacy, which we know you guys I think are watching, but we are actually down in North Carolina
That's
right
right.
now tonight, which is kind of the benefit of everything going virtually. We were able to spend some time with some friends and say hello to you from there. So we are really excited, though. Just so you know, this project that we're going to be sharing with everyone this evening is called the 3C's Collective. The 3C's are important, kind of like almost like a trademark for our Startsong Studio. Dave, why don't you tell them what the 3C's stand for?
Well, I'll tell you, the first one is curiosity. And I love being curious because that's how you learn. You don't know, no learning happens and no creativity happens until we become curious about something. So the first one is curiosity. Jen, what's the second one?
Is creativity, where we just want to instill into our students this desire and ability to see that they are creative and kind of use their creative juices to be able to make some music and combine it with other things.
Yeah, and then the third one is confidence. So we feel like once you've had some time to really explore your curiosities and create with them, trying different things, figuring out what works, what you like, what you don't like, then you get to a place where you actually want to share that with other people, and that's where art really happens, is when you actually be able to share it with the world.
Yeah.
And so that's what's going to happen tonight. People have been curious, they've been creative, and now they're confident enough to be able to share it with friends and family in the world. And so we want to celebrate that tonight.
Yeah, and we're going to actually share just 9 projects where you're going to actually be able to watch them live right here. Kind of think of it as the premiere for these projects. It's going to be fun. We're going to bring a few of our students up to be able to share a little bit about their story, ask them a couple questions before we play their music project. But so first, we actually want to invite up to the screen Hope. So we're going to bring Hope on right now. Hey, Hope, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you this evening. So Hope, how long you've been taking piano with me? How long have we been doing piano together?
About 6 years.
6 years. My gosh, that's awesome. Very cool. And actually everyone that's watching right now, Hope was one of the people that gave me the idea to be like, man, I should encourage my students to do some kind of a project, because Hope, tell us, once COVID hit and all that kind of stuff, we're all stuck inside. I remember you just coming to me one day and saying, I'm really bored. So tell us, when you kind of felt like you were getting bored, what did you do?
Yeah, so basically I was really bored because I reread every book I had. I was so bored. I didn't know what to do, and my school hadn't started yet. So I decided, might as well play some piano. And I was like, I've learned a lot of piano over the year. So, and I noticed all of them started around C, in the key of C, A or E. And so it's like, oh, well, that probably could combine nicely. And so then I was just like, well, maybe I'll do them together. And then it gave me a little bit more time to work on things. And that way I wouldn't be so bored.
Yeah, and so it was awesome. Hope actually sent a video to me, like, I don't know, it was just one day you're like, I was just trying to put some of this stuff together. She was actually taking this really creative idea of taking pieces of these different pieces or songs that she'd been playing and mashing them together. And that was just kind of the idea and the birth of this kind of idea to be able to have something to encourage our students to do. And so, Hope, you kind of came up, I don't even know when you thought of it, but we talked about the creativity, curiosity, and confidence. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, we could call it this.
Yeah.
Did that just happen out of the blue?
So you asked me, you're like, we're trying to find a name for it. And I said, so I thought, and I was like, oh, this sounds stupid. Might as well give it a try. And I was like, wait, kind of sounds nice. So I was like, how about the 3C Collective? And I was like, because, curiosity, creativity, and confidence. And you're like, oh, I like that. I really don't know how it happened. Like,
well, you came up with it.
Yeah, I would think it just was the first thing that entered my head. So I really don't know how it happened.
Yeah. Well, it was a good idea. I loved the title of it. And yeah, we're excited. So everybody get ready. We're excited to show Hope's video of her piano mashup and see if you recognize any of these pieces. Do you have a favorite one of these in the mashup that you play?
Probably Dawn from the Pride and Prejudice movie because I was recently reading it and then I decided to play it and watch it. So that's probably my favorite.
That's awesome. Well, thank you.
And I'm wondering if people would be interested to know how old you are, Hope, and what grade you're in going into.
I'm in 7th grade. I'm 12. I'll be 13 in about a month.
Awesome. And where are you broadcasting from tonight?
I'm currently in Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Gaithersburg, Maryland. Anybody from Gaithersburg? You can put it in the chat. I hope we're excited to show your mashup right now. Thank you for joining us on the screen. We're going to go ahead and pull up the video now and get it ready to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, fantastic. So I think maybe the audio cut out on the very end of that. Do you hear that? I'm so sorry that happened. We'll figure out what happened with that. But Hope, beautiful job on that. Thank you so much for sharing with us this evening and taking that time just to create something that was new, that never been done before. I'm sure there's no one in the world that has ever combined those songs in that way. So that was really, really awesome to hear. Next, we have a student. She won't be joining us for an interview tonight, but Mia is a new student I've been working with voice. She is in elementary school and just starting to discover her voice and sharing her voice with other people. And so we are really excited, Mia, to be able to share your project tonight. And we're going to check and see, make sure we have the audio ready to go. You know, we are professional musicians and teachers, but not professional broadcasters. So we'll see if we get all the points right. If for some reason we need to start and stop, we'll do that again. But we're going to be excited to share with you. Mia, actually, one of her favorite Disney shows is Elena of Avalor. I think I said that right, Mia, which I am eager to be able to, never heard this music before. It's pretty great. She's going to sing along with Elena, and she's going to sing the song Steppin' Up. Let me share the screen here. Okay.
The climb to the top is oh so steep. Gotta learn to make that leap, but I'm gonna stay strong and keep hanging on. Each step I take, it's hard to see the finishing line where I need to be, but I'm gonna stand tall, even when I fall. 'Cause I'm stepping up, I am here to stay. No matter what they say, I'm gonna win the day. I'm stepping up, giving all I've got. There's no way I'll stop until I reach the top. Practice will make it perfectly right. Gotta keep moving, keep up the fight. Yeah, I'm gonna push through. It's what I've got to do. 'Cause I'm stepping up, I am here to stay. No matter what they say, I'm gonna win the day. I'm stepping up, giving all I've got. There's no way I'll stop until I reach the top. I'm stepping up, I'm stepping up, I am stepping up.
All right, yeah, give it up for Mia. This was Mia's first ever performance, everyone, by the way. Well, at least in my studio. Mia, you sounded fantastic. Super proud of you. And if you're in the chat and you have a way to chat, give it up for Mia. Fantastic job. I love it too. You know, one thing I love, I don't know about you too, Dave, but about teaching is I get exposed to so much music that maybe I would never hear before if I was just kind of on my own. So Mia, thank you for introducing that great song to me. Really, really great song, and you sounded fantastic too. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. And now we have another student that won't be joining us for the interview tonight, but Amy actually is one of my piano students and has started maybe about a year and a half ago. And we were talking about kind of just working through piano and all the different major positions. You know, there's 12 different keys you can play in on the keyboard, on the piano, or in music. And she actually was working this one song out in her book called Journey by Camel. And she was learning how to play it in every single key, which is pretty cool. And then we just kind of started talking about, well, how can you combine, you know, all of this knowledge that you have into this song and create some kind of a project. So she took this song, you're gonna see she actually took it and played it, and I think the recording has 5 different keys, I think. Also wow. The art, yeah, it's pretty awesome. The artwork is actually an original painting by Amy as well. So we are gonna go cross over now to the video to share this music with you by Amy. up for
Nice
Amy's
job.
project. Bravo, Amy. She actually was really great. She recorded all those different keys and really worked that up smoothly. And we kind of had that fun idea that she would be able to speed it up a little bit every single time. It was creative, right? This is what I love is, music. And I just want all of my students to know you never need to put yourself in a box with music. I mean, music is kind of something that it's great when you can think outside the box and break some of the rules.
Change it up.
Yeah, which by the end of the night, by the way, we're gonna be able to kind of close out the night with a song that Dave created. He is so awesome at this. He'll just sit down and all this music comes out in all kind of forms, right? There's just a lot inside of you, and you don't really let yourself get kind of locked into a box.
Why would you?
Yeah. So great job, Amy. Thank you for sharing that project. I know Amy was traveling to some family tonight, so she didn't get to watch live, but she's going to be able to watch it later, which is great.
Yeah, by the way, if you like what you hear, feel free to give a shout out in the comment section. People will be able to see that later on, even if they're not watching tonight.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And next, we are excited to bring up another very talented person, not only with playing the piano, but she's also just a fantastic artist. So we're going to ask Evie to come up to the screen with us. Hello, Evie.
Hi, Evie.
Good to see you. How are you doing this evening?
Good.
Tell me, how is this first week? You guys are doing virtual school, right? How's it going for you?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Yeah? Oh, that's good. That's
What
good.
grade are you in?
6.
Nice.
Yeah, you're in middle school for the first year. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Well, Evie, we're really excited to I can't wait for people to see your project. Would you tell us, so Evie is not only a musician, but she's also does a lot of art. Would you tell us a little bit, you've been doing these, would you call them comics, Evie? Do I have the right term? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about when you started, maybe who your first characters were. What was the inspiration behind starting to draw these comics?
So, I've been creating my own comics since I was in 3rd grade. I like to read this comic called Calvin and Hobbes by Bill Watterson. And
They
it
are
inspired me to
yeah.
do something of my own.
He's hilarious. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Calvin and Hobbes is great. Sorry, keep going.
The names of my first comic characters were Hobbes and Braviary. I named the main character Hobbes after the Hobbes and Watterson's creation. The name Braviary came from my favorite Pokemon in 2nd and 3rd grade. My brother loved the comics I drew, and we stored them in binders and took them everywhere we went. My Hobbes and Braviary comics led to another comic series about my pet birds.
Yes. How many birds do you own again?
6.
6 pet birds.
Evie, I remember when you would come over to our house for lessons, when you got the birds, you were so excited about them and you would always tell us stories about them. You were drawing pictures of them. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's so great.
So what was the name of your first comic bird that you drew?
Like, which bird I first drew?
Yeah.
Oh, my first bird I drew on paper was green.
Oh, really? Very fun. That's so great. Yeah, it's so awesome. And what's really exciting is she worked on a project this summer that she actually took some music, and we're going to hear about that in a second, and then really created her own comic tell us about the character in the comic we're going to be able to watch and read tonight. Tell us about it.
Oh, the goose thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's this game called Untitled Goose Game on the Switch. So it's basically you're playing as a horrible goose that tries to cause havoc in a little English town. So there was never really a little backstory for the goose you play. So I drew its backstory in a comic in an advanced digital art app called Procreate.
That is awesome. And then, is the music Hong Kong Am Goose from that video game?
Oh, no. Victor McKnight, he makes songs about video games.
Okay.
I think he hired this person to sing the song he wrote.
Yeah. And so that's the song that Evie brought to me maybe somewhere in the middle of the summer, right? You're like, I want to do this project where I do a backstory of this goose. And then we got that song and we kind of figured out how to transcribe it. And then she learned how to play this song.
How did you get the song?
Well, that's the exciting story, right, Evie? So we couldn't find sheet music anywhere. So I ended up deciding that I would email the composer and just see. And that was a pretty cool thing. So Victor McKnight, if you get a chance to watch this, we have enjoyed working on your song. Evie, if there's anything that you'd want to say to Victor McKnight in case he watches this, what would you want to, do you want to say anything to him?
I would say thank you, Mr. McKnight, for creating such a beautiful song and for taking time out of your busy schedule to help my teacher put together the music for me to complete my project. My parents shared the music and comic project on Facebook, and our friends and family loved it a lot. I liked how you took the humorous elements of the game and turned them into such a beautiful and emotional song. Thank you, Mr. McKnight, and thank you, Teacher Jen.
Yes. Oh, Evie, that's awesome. And we're going to actually now get to watch her project. You're going to hear the music and you're going to see her comic going across the screen as well. Evie, thank you for sharing it with us. We're really excited to show it. And here it is, everyone. Bravo. Everybody give it up for Evie. Man, amazing talent. Evie,
Creative.
Thank you. Yes. So creative. And the fact that you not only did the comic and the music, but you wrote that whole piece about the backstory. Love that, Evie. Thank you so much for sharing that with everybody. Give it up. Give her the applause in the comments if you have a chance. Let her know how you liked it. And Evie, I'm excited to see more projects from you, other things that you're creating in the future. It's really was a pleasure to be able to see you put that together. Next, we actually are going to show Daniel, Evie's brother, Daniel's video, and he actually had a lot of fun. He loves video games, and he actually had fun learning the Super Mario Brothers theme song, which this will take all of us back, if any of us, when did that game even come out?
Long time ago.
A long time ago, but it's still being played today. And he actually has a clip of him playing the game in real time as well. So we are going to put that up on the screen and everyone enjoy. Oh, I think I ended it a little soon, but bravo, man. Awesome job, Daniel. That was so
Nice.
great. Beautiful work. And thank you for playing that for us tonight. Thank you for sharing your music. Did you play that game?
I did play that game when I was really little. One thing that's kind of cool to think about that is a lot of people don't think about how music can be used not just on the main stage or on radio or recordings or
true.
whatever, but it can be used not only on television, but also there's so much great music for video games. So that's a great example.
Yeah, we have a lot of students asking us to play different video game music, don't we? Yeah, which is very fun to learn as well if you're into video games. So Daniel, great job. Thank you so much for sharing your talent with us on that and sharing your video. That was awesome to be able to see. Next, we actually want to bring up another student who worked really extensively to record. She's a multi-instrumentalist. And we're going to ask Kelly to come up here with us, join us on screen to be able to talk a little bit about her project. So Kelly, hello.
Hi.
Great to see you, Kelly. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So Kelly, how did you manage the first week back virtually?
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Now, are you guys going to be, because you're at a private school, are you guys going to be doing some in person or do you know yet?
Yeah, we're going back to school September 28th.
Oh, okay.
And what grade are you in now?
Ninth grade.
Ninth
Awesome.
grade high school. So it's an unusual start to high school, but we're so excited for you. And it's been an awesome privilege to work with you. I don't even know what grade were you when we started together?
Fourth grade.
Fourth
maybe?
grade.
Yeah.
So awesome. Yeah. Well, it's been awesome to see you grow. And I know, Dave as the guitarist and bass guitars and stuff has really enjoyed watching you grow and your guitar too. Tell us a little bit about, you used a software program. And the cool thing, you guys, is that Kelly is playing on this. You're going to be able to listen to the track in a second. She's playing keys and strings and guitar and bass. And then we'll let you explain a little bit more. Why don't you tell us about the program you used and kind of how that was for you to record everything?
So I use GarageBand, and what I would do is I would take my instrument, so my electric piano or my electric guitar, and plug it into my iPad, which is what the app is on, and I would just record myself playing the instruments. And GarageBand also has other instruments that you can play on the app. So for drums, I use the app drums instead of real drums to record.
Oh, yeah. Right, because drums can be really hard to record live unless you have a good setup. Usually it's hard to get a good sound, right? That's so great. So what did you use? Did you have to get something special? Because this might be interesting. I know some of our other students have kind of played around with GarageBand, but if you've never how did you connect your instruments into your iPad, I guess is the question.
So I have something called an iRig, and I used a 1/4-inch cord, and the iRig plugs into any Apple device really, and then, yeah.
That's
just
pretty
plug
cool.
it in.
That's so great. I wish I had that when I was in high school. That's what I would do after school most days is I would go home with my cassette recorder and start overdubbing parts.
Give it up for cassette recorders.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
great you're so great you're doing that. By the way, just how many instruments do you play altogether?
3, and I'm hopefully drums eventually. So,
Great. Plus you sing. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think you can sing. I've heard you sing before. But tell us about who you got for this recording. Tell us a little bit about what you did for the vocal.
I asked my basketball teammate, Gianna Katzoff, to sing for me. And she's been taking vocal lessons for a couple years now. So I thought I would ask her.
That's awesome. Yeah, and she
Excellent.
sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, Kelly was part of our rock band ensemble last year, and so the band was called Jax. And hopefully, after COVID, they'll be able to get back together and do a reunion tour. But if you want to check them out, they have a song on our Startsong YouTube page called. They did a cover of "Boulevard of Broken Dreams," and it's really super fun to see them play.
Yeah, that was all during COVID too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're excited. Tell us the song we're gonna be sharing.
It is One Last Time by Ariana Grande.
Awesome, good. Well, we can't wait for people to hear it. Kelly, thanks for joining us on just to be able to share a little bit about your project. I mean, well, let me ask you one more question. I mean, how many hours did this take?
Just one morning, I decided I would do it, and I think I recorded from like 10 to 4 maybe, and then I fixed it up the next day, and I was pretty much done.
That's awesome.
So 2 days maybe.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, it's going to be great. You guys are going to enjoy the music. So we're going to put that up now. Thank you, Kelly, for joining us.
Thank you.
And here is her project.
I was a liar, I gave into the fire. I know I should have fought it, at least I'm being honest. Feel like a failure, cause I know that I failed you. I should have done you better, cause you don't want a liar. And I know, and I know, and I know she gives you everything, but boy, I couldn't give it to you. And I know, and I know, and I know that you got everything, but I got nothing here without you. One last time, I need you to be the one who takes you home. One more time, I promise after that I'll let you go. Really, I don't care if you got hurt and you were hurt. All I really care is you wake up in my arms. One last time, I need you to be the one who takes you home. I don't deserve it, I know I don't deserve it, but stay with me a minute, I swear I'll make it worth it. Can't you forgive me, at least just temporarily? I know that this is my fault, I should have been more careful. No one I know, and I know she gives you everything, but boy, I couldn't give it to you. And I know, and I know, and I know that you got everything, but I got nothing here without you. One last time, I need you to be the one who takes you home. One more time, I promise after that I'll let you go. Really, I don't care if you got hurt and you were hurt. All I really care is you wake up in my arms. One last time, I need you to be the one who takes you home. I know I should have fought it, at least I'm being honest. Now stay with me a minute, I swear I'll make it worth it. Cause I don't wanna be without you. One last time, I need you to be the one who takes you home. One more time, I promise after that I'll let you go. Really, I don't care if you got hurt and you were hurt. All I really care is you wake up in my arms. One last time,
Give it up for Kelly. Bravo, Kelly. Man,
Nice job.
solid track. Just solid. I mean, I remember when you heard a guitar part at first, like, that's Kelly playing?
That's
like,
great.
Just
I was
really
excited,
solid.
yeah.
Really sounds good. Great tempo, great balance of all of your parts too, and mixing and that sort of thing. And great job to your vocalist as well.
Yeah, and by the way, we're going to be offering a intro to GarageBand class again, probably later this fall or next spring. So if you're interested in that, you don't even have to wait for the class to be out there. Just let us know that you're interested, and that's something that we can help you get started with.
Yeah, we had a one-off class recently too, which was just a lot of fun to show people
Yeah.
how it works. You're going to hear another project soon coming up that was using GarageBand as well. Thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing. We loved having you be a part of this and hearing your backstory on your project. Thank you. Next, we have another project by Sneha. She actually did kind of a piano mashup as well. She found some pop songs that she really enjoys, and she worked on being able to combine some of these. And she also loves to sing as well, so she's singing as well as she's going through. She also even had to do some things like transpose some of the songs. The original songs were not all in the same key. She had to figure out how to make that kind of work, how to figure out how to go from one song to the next, transpose the song so she can make a mashup. So here, without further ado, we have Sneha and her piano mashup. Enjoy it.
I'm in my bed when you're not here, and there's no one to blame but the drink in my wandering hands. Forget what I said, it's not what I meant, and I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. Why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater, it's just polyester, but you like her better. I wish I were Heather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I had known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? It kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go.
Yeah, bravo, Sneha.
Nice.
A really creative way to combine all those songs, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sneha, so great to hear you singing.
Yeah. And the other thing that I just as a comment too, for the most part, all these students as well, after they got whatever music they were finishing, they took it upon themselves to be able to create the actual movie. So, using iMovie or Window Movie Maker or whatever like that, they put all those pieces together, uploaded it to YouTube so that we could share it with you guys today.
Yeah.
So
And Sneha was also part of the rock band ensemble.
yeah, she
last year,
was.
yeah.
Played keys. That was so fun. And it's just, I loved it. I really liked how she came up with the idea to take the album covers of each of those songs and kind of have those screenshotted in the shot. That was really
Super.
awesome.
Super great.
Listen, we just have 2 more performances for you. The next one is Kat. She is a senior at Northwest. I've been working with her voice, with her voice, I don't know, maybe all through high school. Great voice. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. One thing I love about Kat is she's a perfectionist. She loves to be able to get it just right, and she works hard until it's just right. So when you get to hear her singing now, she actually just took an old song that she heard someone, I don't know, it came up in some kind of current something, a clip of Fly Me to the Moon. And we worked on that whole song this summer. She learned the old Frank Sinatra song, Fly Me to the Moon, and then she put it with a backtrack and she's singing it now. And I think you're going to really enjoy it.
By the way, you can hear Kat singing another song, right, on our Startsong Facebook page. Is that
Oh,
correct?
that's right. Yeah, she recorded singing Eleanor Rigby this, I guess was kind of the end of the spring.
Yeah, she's
summer.
really gone viral with that. It's kind of blowing up. We love
Yeah,
it.
but here Kat is singing Fly Me to the Moon.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kat. That great old jazz standard. Those songs
Smooth.
they are smooth jazz. Just great melodies too, great chord progressions. Kat, thank you so much for sharing that with us and working on that project this summer. Kat did get to use a bit of GarageBand to record that, so she was able to bring in the backtrack, record a voice over top, and kind of mix as well, which was really great. We have one more performer tonight, or one more project. I want to bring Lexi up. Lexi, we're so excited to be able to chat with you a little bit before we play your project. Hello, Lexi. Good to see you.
You too.
Lexi, where are you at? Tell us.
I'm with my dad right now.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Lexi's dad.
Good to see you.
We're with my grandparents.
Oh, very fun. That's awesome. Good to visit family. Were you now with virtual? I know that virtual is not probably your ideal for your senior year. Everybody, it's our senior year of high school.
Yeah.
But were you able, are you taking little trips where you can travel and still do school?
Well, yeah, I did school from here yesterday, and
Fun.
I mean, yesterday was a half day, so it wasn't as bad, and
Yeah.
we're planning on going on some college tours in the Northeast
Oh,
this
yeah.
fall, so I can just join my classes from the hotel room. That is a good part about online, looking on the bright side of things.
Yeah, trying to for your senior year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully when you go to those colleges, they'll be open and active and you can actually see
Yeah.
some places.
Yeah, maybe I can see some students. I don't know if the colleges we're going to have in-person classes, so we'll see.
Yeah. What's your one big wish with everything in light of COVID for your senior year?
I just wish that we can go back at some point.
Right. Cross our fingers. I hope that it works out too.
Yeah.
So Lexi, I'm so excited to be able to share because her project, you guys, tonight is just beautiful. She sings beautifully. And tell us a little bit about what's the song and how you picked it and stuff.
So I don't really know how I found it, but I found it on Spotify a year or two ago. And I love folk music, and it kind of gave me like a folk type of vibe. It was a cappella when the song I listened to, and it's from Brother, Where Art Thou? And it's a really, really beautiful song, just hearing all the voices together. And I thought that would be a cool song to practice singing harmonies with, so I could sing all of the harmonies like myself on top of each other and just hear them all together. Because when you're singing by yourself, like you can only sing one part. So
Yeah.
so I really wanted to do that, and I really like the song. So
Yeah, and it's called Down to the River to Pray. Is
I
that
don't know
right?
if it's down to the river, down in
down
the
by
river,
the-
down by the river. I don't really
Something
know.
with
There's a
something
river.
with rivers.
Because different versions are titled with different ways, so I don't really know.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it's beautiful. And I just knew, like, I was so excited because we've done some harmonies and stuff like that in lessons, and you enjoyed them, like when you were in the camps the last couple summers, But then with COVID too, I mean, it's a big thing. Like singers can't sing together as much anymore either. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you felt the same, but for me, I don't know, Dave, you sing too. I miss singing harmonies with people.
Yeah.
So tell us what software you used.
GarageBand.
GarageBand, yes. Do you have? I know we kind of went back and forth because this is your first time using GarageBand, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And some headaches.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Learning curve.
It was pretty difficult. I had to like redo my entire thing because I forgot to wear my headphones for a lot of my parts. There's just a lot of like things that you have to remember about GarageBand, and once you remember all those little details, then it's fine. I just had trouble just like getting it worked out, so it was pretty difficult. There were a lot of emails and calls Miss Jen and I had to have to figure everything out.
Yeah, but because it is, you're right, it's a learning curve, like, and there are little things, and then sometimes you like, I remember when I started really using it, there was one thing I could never remember how to do, and I felt like it was to get the microphone to work, and I felt like I would spend an hour. I went down and I was so excited to record, and I spent an hour trying to get the microphone to work. I'm like, wow, it's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy
I
making.
think that GarageBand class you guys are doing will be pretty useful. It's a lot harder to use it than I thought it would be.
Yeah, but once you got the hang of it, tell us, like, for anybody out there that wants to try it but like gets frustrated, like how like, is it worth it to keep going, I guess?
Yeah, what kind of made me want to keep going was like when I was learning each of the parts, I would listen back to the song and just hear how beautiful it sounded at the end, and I was like, I want to do something like that so badly that I was just like, I gotta get through it. I just gotta keep doing it because the end product will sound good. So that's what the song is what motivated me to keep going.
You're inspired, yeah. By the way, Lexi, can I ask you, what's your musical journey been? I know I just remember you singing at so many of the Startsong Studio events for years, including at the Music Cafe. When did you start studying music? And now that you're going off to college, what do you hope to do with that?
Yeah, so I mean, I took piano lessons from Miss Jen for a few years, but I don't even remember when that started. That was a long time ago. But then I got kind of tired of piano. I wanted to learn how to sing, especially because I started doing musical theater. And then I think that started in 7th grade. I'm not positive. But yeah, we've been doing voice lessons for all these years since then. And I've been doing a lot of like musicals and chorus classes that didn't work out very well, but I love to sing. And I really wanted to join an a cappella group in college. I don't know. I know it's not going to be at all like pitch perfect, but I don't know. It just seems so fun. And I definitely want to keep singing in college. So yeah, I would love to join a club like that.
Oh, you definitely should.
Right.
Well, we're excited to be able to premiere yours. Have you let your family watch it yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good. So
I made them watch it with headphones so they could hear all the voices. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that was another cool thing as we talked. That was like new for you, but Lexi did all of her own mixing to everybody. So if you've never really thought much, whenever you hear a recording, you never hear every sound in the same spot. Like if you're wearing headphones, there's a mixer who kind of takes the time. Right. Yeah, pans things out, puts them in different spots, turns up and down volume to get a good, what we would say is a mix. So Lexi even took that on in her project and found all those beautiful pictures of rivers, by the way. That was really, really nice. So here is Lexi's project. Thank you, Lexi, for sharing with us. Have a fantastic evening and enjoy Lexi's project.
As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, come on down. Come on, brothers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, come on down. Come on, fathers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down, don't you wanna go down? Oh, mothers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sinners, let's go down, come on down. Come on, sinners, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way.
Woohoo! Give it up for Lexi.
Wow. That was a lot of voices.
Yeah. We should have asked her that. Lexi, I'm so curious.
So many layers there. That's
You
great.
have to maybe put in the comments, Lexi, how many
tracks?
tracks you had of your own vocal. But just really beautiful job. Great mix, too. It was great to hear you sing harmony with yourself. So really, and congratulations. You should be
Great
really
job
proud
to
of that.
everybody. Such an exciting thing to hear. You guys all being so creative. And we know we have other students who've been creative this summer too, who didn't get to, didn't contribute specifically to this, but we have just so many creative students of all ages at Startsong Studio. So we just love hearing what you guys are doing. We just encourage you to continue to being creative and curious and getting confidently putting it out there and sharing it with other people, because we all love to hear your music.
Yeah, and just remember, I mean, music is one of those things that can speak across language and nation and affect and touch somebody who maybe has never met you before. I love this idea of these projects. You guys created these videos that are going to be around, and maybe even, I don't know, 50 years from now, someone might hear this and be encouraged by it, which is the really cool part about that. So
what's also fun is that the learning never stops. So some of you have been taking lessons for years, and you're still learning brand new things, even with using technology to help get your art out there. So we're going to continue to be helping people do that. So you might be just watching this as someone who's not a student, and you said, "Well, I'd love to get better at something." And so just if you've never heard of Startsong Studio before, just so you guys know that we teach all kinds of different things, from piano, bass, guitar, and vocals. We're starting to teach ukulele.
Dave's a uke teacher.
Yeah, and then we teach these group classes too, where we teach technology things, and even once COVID is over, we're going to start having ensembles opportunities too.
Oh, yeah, I
So
can't
different
wait for
groups to
that.
go to
It's
get
gonna be
together.
fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have any desire or excitement about music, you want to learn, it's never too late. It's never too early, and we would love to be able to work with you. Also, Lexi, by the way, she gave us a little private message that she actually recorded between like 8 to 10 tracks of her voice.
Wow.
So way to be diligent,
Really
Lexi.
nice.
It was beautiful. Yeah. Listen, we just want to thank you again for tuning in tonight, or if you're watching this after the fact, thank you for joining us. Hopefully this music encouraged you, and just want to encourage each of you to continue to be curious, creative, and confident, and share your music with the world. We want to end the night just with a cool, like we mentioned earlier, my husband he has so much music inside of him, and it just comes out, and
What about
he
you?
actually, well, I like to do music too. But we're going to share one that actually, this song that we're going to share is one that Dave just came out. We thought it might be a nice thing if you want to just hang out and listen for a little
Chill
longer, or you could, turn it off after this point. Whatever you want to do is fine.
As we sign off, we're going to be sharing a song with you
Yes.
that we just recently recorded. And this is a song that I was putting together that I thought after I got done with all the main track on it, I thought, oh, it sure would be nice to have some trumpet on this. And many of you don't know that Jen plays trumpet.
It's my little secret.
Yeah, so I just asked her, I said, would you try something on it? And she started playing, and I love it. And she recorded a whole track, and we decided to just release that as something of its own thing. It's called Feather Flow.
And he has it's a 3-part. So if you want to look it up, he has 3 songs that he just
it's on
released.
Amazon or Spotify.
I'm sorry, we're
YouTube.
looking over at the other computer, about ready to pull it up.
We'll get to it.
Sorry. But here it is. So enjoy it. Listen, this is our sign off. If you want to hang out and listen to this track, it's a very chill track. Enjoy the track. And it was fantastic to see each of you tonight. Keep making music, and we look forward to the fall season with you. Thank you
Have a
so
great
much.
night. See you soon.
Bye-bye.